What kinds of things have you heard or seen?
Somebody got shot.
Timer starts now. What do I do first?
Analyze him.
You said you were shot where?
I need an ambulance. She's been shot in her leg. She's bleeding out.
They won't stop the violence. Like, they always kill people. They never stop. They just keep going on and on.
In Chicago, like, young people aren't able to be young people. Walking around PTSD, learning how to treat gunshot wounds. These are things that soldiers are being trained on in the war.
My brother got shot. It had a heavy impact on my life. Not growing up without one of my big brothers is hard.
One day, I was playing outside with my friends. They just started shooting. Like, it almost hit me, but I dug down. Then we had to run in the house. I was scared.
Hold pressure on her neck, because how long does it take to bleed out?
5 to 7 minutes.
Does everybody know how to find someone's pulse?
Yeah.
In Chicago, they think, okay, that's just normal, and it shouldn't be normal.
Chicago is a tale of two cities. On one side, the tourist attraction that many know as downtown Chicago, from the Riverwalks to Navy Piers, and then there's the other side of Chicago. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, where many lives are lost because of the lack of support and resources.
Past 72 hours in Chicago, 52 shot and 10 killed.
At least 38 people were shot. 7 of those victims have died.
Dozens of shots fired just down the street from an elementary school.
People feel like they have no other options. So that's why we started Good Kids Mad City, as an urban movement to provide resources for young people who might be dealing with violence in their communities.
What's something like over the last year that you're proud of?
With Good Kids Mad City?
Yeah, something that you were able to be a part of or anything like that.
The Africa trip, man.
That and the shoe giveaway. Shoe giveaway.
Oh, man.
When we started the group, basically after Parkland happened, and we had a lot of young people who were scared because, you know, when these mass shootings happen in these predominantly white communities, so they get counselors, trauma services, and at the same time, our state is calling for us to have more police officers in our schools, and these are things that are criminalizing, killing us, and we need something different. And we were able to meet with Parkland students, and it was a powerful moment for those students to say, you know, this is the most traumatic thing I've ever dealt with in my life. I've never been through anything like this. And for our young people to say, yeah, we understand that. We deal with this on a daily basis. I'm basically like a mentor, an ally, an organizer to help guide the young people in their vision for what it is that they want to address and bring to their community. How many people in here lost a loved one to violence under the age of 21? The climate of the city, like the issue we fighting against, right? Violence, and we're fighting for. How has it affected you personally?
Because when we lost our cousin, he was running away from home when he was 9, and he got caught and gunshot, and he got shot. I forgot how many times. I don't want other families going through the same thing that we went through.
I lost my brother to gun violence.
Last night, 19-year-old Domonte Johnson was just outside his brother's basketball practice when CPD says someone inside a tan-colored vehicle fatally shot him in the chest and stomach.
Every time you turn around, mamas is crying. Mamas is crying for their babies.
I actually found out because I was walking to one of the stores, but the store he got killed by was down the street from the store I was at. Then I actually heard the gunshots. One of my other brothers was there when he got shot. He really couldn't talk much because he was traumatized.
It hurt me so much that he was laying in my hands, leaving me, but he's still with me. He's still with me to this day.
I had just had a training for young people on how to treat gunshot wounds. They taught them how to stop the bleeding, what to do when waiting for the ambulance to arrive. And then his brother came to me and said, you know, I wish I had came that day. You understand that for some people, the difference between having somewhere to be and being standing outside is the difference between life or death.
This is my neighborhood. I was born and raised. It ain't really safe around here. We hear gunshots almost every day. Every day.
Hearing it broadcast on the news a lot, knowing that it's close in my area, basically makes me go outside like, oh, is this going to happen to me if I walk outside?
Next thing you're going to do is going to tap your palm. At the age of 18, I was shot at in my community, and it was broad daylight. That was the last time I walked in my community for a long time because I was scared. Every time I heard cars stop, every time I heard footsteps too close, I panicked. And that's something that young people deal with on a daily basis, being afraid to walk through that community.
And stop. But when I sat here and did that stuff by myself, it ain't really like sound like nothing, right? But when everybody in the room did it together, it's like we made a whole thunderstorm in the room. Boom. I want y'all to realize that the more people we get to join our weather, we can make us.
Chicago, you need to know what different gangs are where. I had to walk through plenty of gangs just to get to school. I know this block is full with them. I know this block is full with them. So you know what? I'm gonna just take the long way, even though I'm gonna be late. Okay, I'm gonna be late to school, but at least I'll be safe. And then you get to school, and then they mad at you. You got detention for being late, but you're just trying to be safe.
Tell them we coming around the corner.
We coming around the corner.
Never mind. I know, I see her car out here. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
They say, hey, Mom.
We're headed to our first responders training. Part one of it teach you what to do in a situation where someone is bleeding out and how to potentially save their lives while waiting for help to arrive.
Hey, really?
I got matching coats on.
Yes, this is my little brother, sister.
So for us in Good Kids Mad City, our solution is giving people what they need to survive. If we have job opportunities, real job opportunities with a livable wage, you wouldn't have folks out here stealing, you wouldn't have folks out here robbing each other. Hurt people, heal people.
I really commend like this training, y'all even leading this training, learning this skill that they teaching like soldiers in Iraq, you know what I'm saying, how to save somebody's life when they bleeding out, you know what I'm saying. For Darian, you especially, bro, like I appreciate you even being here in this space, bro. Y'all went through this 6 months ago.
I just want to give you guys the opportunity to say maybe why learning how to treat a gunshot wound is important to you guys.
I might have a situation where, I'm outside walking with a friend, and a friend might get shot, or I might get shot, and
Yeah, I was 18 when I was actually shot, and most of my friends that were with me at that moment were around the same age. None of us knew this, so the fact that it's now being given to youth is very important.
You said you were shot where?
In my left shoulder and right leg.
This is Parkway Garden Apartments here. This is the complex where Michelle Obama grew up. Many of the kids in the community have to grow up faster because of the situations that surround them. Future Ties is an after-school program inside of Parkway Garden.
Ready?
A couple of the survival skills that we try to put in place at Future Ties, for one, is the meditation, yoga, conflict circles. This is like therapy for them to make sure that they are mentally stable.
What's the hardest thing about living in this neighborhood?
Well, you're not really protective because it's very harmful and you gotta watch out what you're doing.
Have you ever heard gunshots?
Yeah, I have. My mama was waking us up. She was telling us not to get by the window or nothing because it was like gunshots, and then it was like it was going back and forth. Yeah.
Office of Community Affairs, this is Officer Maddox. How can I help you?
Currently, I am an active police officer. I've been with the force now. It'll be 23 years in May. There's a lot of distrust between the police and the community because they are fearful of each other. So it's not just a police problem. It's not just a community problem. Knowing your rights. So can anybody give me an idea of what that kind of means to know your rights? Yeah.
To know it is to be able to get out of trouble, you said?
We talk about what to do if you are stopped or detained by the police. So they need to know what their rights are, especially until their parent comes to the police station or their attorney shows up at the police station.
Like, why if you come across a police who isn't like how most police should be, like they not friendly and they don't like listen to what people say?
Then take us to the station. Don't let us use the bathroom or get some water.
When we do these trainings, we don't want you guys to be fearful of the police. That's not what this is about.
As long as we're serving our future leaders in this space, it takes the ties within the community to making sure that our young people are successful. I'm always hopeful, or I wouldn't be here. I think that it's still a lot of work that needs to be done. They like soldiers to me. They get through most that many probably couldn't.
Because like when you're growing up, what you think you need to know is you need to learn how to write, you need to learn how to read, you need to learn how to do math and all them things is what you think of. You never once cross your mind that what you need is this right here.
So what you're gonna want to do is, if you can't find a pulse, or what you're gonna want to do is CPR. You're gonna take both of your hands and you're going to interlock them just like this.
Because one of my brothers actually got shot, and my other brother was right there. The one that was right there when he got shot could have actually helped save his life from the gunshot wound. I know how to treat a gunshot. Now that I know this training, I can teach them this training in case like somebody just decides to just come shoot, and then one of us gets shot, and then they can know what to do and I can know what to do to help the person that got shot instead of just dying on the scene.
I need two of y'all to get shot. In that scene, two of y'all gonna get shot, right?
You can get shot. It's okay. It's not real.
I need you to get shot, and you gonna get shot.
It felt good because like I wish I would have learned it like earlier in years so that I could be able to save my cousin. But I learned it now so like something happened to a person I'm close to, or if I don't know them, I could be able to help them.
Timer starts now. What do I do first?
You hide, trying to take cover. Then you check yourself.
Okay.
Then you see if he's conscious.
Okay.
See what he shot at.
Okay.
And you try to stop the blood by applying pressure to the wound.
Okay.
So you call it first responder.
You just saved somebody, young brother.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.